I am so concerned.
There's no need
It
to
took
be
it to the
concerned.
same page. So I'm just gonna listen through yours. It's fine. I've been doing it this entire time. It's okay.
No, Brandon, we're getting this fixed right here, right fucking now. I'm gonna
No.
stream the page that I'm on. We're getting this shit fixed. So it doesn't bring you to this page when you click the link I just sent you.
I have to open your stream. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
It took you there.
Yes.
And you scrolled down
No.
to step 2.
I logged in. You said log in.
Well, yeah, I wanted you to log in too to make sure that you could connect to other things.
Yeah, wait. So was your thing like when you opened the Sirenscape app, it said like your device wasn't linked and it gave you like a pin?
No, his issue is he downloaded the wrong app.
Ah, got it.
Because
Okay.
I'm smart.
So yeah, you go to this page and then you scroll down. And
Sirenscape Online.
And I don't know what your OS is. I know it's one of the two on the right. I just don't know if it's Mac or iOS. I don't remember what the difference
Mac.
is.
Hey, just a question. How long would you say that like this quest has been going in like universe time?
Since
Like 3
since
days?
our boy Dale has been given his summons, it has been the better part of a day.
No, I mean like in general since like the very beginning.
Since like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. If you're giving me an estimate.
I want to say 3 weeks.
All right, that's good enough for me. Thank you.
I need to do better about keeping track of like how many times you guys go through days, but honestly, I just forget.
Good.
I'm a little bit better about it in the homebrew campaign, just because there's like holidays and I have a calendar and stuff.
Sorry.
But like, there's holidays in Faerun too, but I also don't have the Faerun calendar up. They're not like super easy to find as far as I've been concerned. Alright, Brandon. How are we looking?
I believe that we are the downloadeds,
Okay.
and that is the farthest extent. I think I have linked the device.
Okay. So then, does your screen, you know, look normal again, like what you sent me previously? Why is this like this? Stop that.
Do you have sound ambient noise?
I have some noise on
Okay.
right now in the background.
We are good boys.
You can hear things.
Yes, I can. So on the iPad, I have the same app, the online player, and it still never worked. Yes, very loud and clear.
Well, fuck iPads. Okay, so here's the issue with the iPad. Apparently, the way that the online player is programmed, it can have issues with tablets.
I hate it here.
Alright. Alright, now I need to find some proper music, I guess. But recap wise, so last time you guys had, well, Dale's was summoned for a contract break, and then you guys went down to Bell to, you know, discuss things with him in regards to your current adventure, and also to arrange transport down to where you guys will have to deal with the legal issues and concerns. He gave you guys an iron barge, or gave is not the most appropriate word. He allowed you transport on his iron barge. And you guys stopped at essentially one of Zariel's refueling stations along the River Styx, where you, who was it, Skeletor and Dale participated in a little mechanical experiment. Took a diving bell down into the River Styx and unknowns to them, almost died as demons attacked the pier and almost snapped the chain.
Damn.
Thank you for not killing us.
Hey, we had a solution.
I
We
tried.
did have a
Tower
solution. It was
containers.
a pretty great solution too.
It really was. I'm almost slightly disappointed we didn't get to try it, but like I'm also just glad we're not dead.
I was just really
Exactly.
excited for like the chain to break, and I just flipped to your guys' side and just like, hey, do the perception check as you notice the chain slowly drift down and lay at the bottom of the ocean, the river.
What was the chain going pulling the barge along?
The chain, so they were on a docks while their barge was getting both refueled and kind of some light maintenance after a Kraken attack.
Oh, lovely. We love those.
Yeah, and so they participated in an experiment that was they were getting lowered down in a diving bell to collect some silted souls off the bottom of the river. So that chain is how they lower and raise the diving bell.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I see the issue now with the diving bell.
Mhm.
Also,
Wonderful.
man, Skeleton number 2 really kicked ass in the soul collecting
He
competition.
did.
He
It was
really did though.
Yes.
I'm also sad that I missed because, like, Brian, I was going through the rolls. I put down just the goals which will carry.
Oh god, that's a lot louder than I'm used to since I have the master volume up.
Also,
Master volume at 100.
just look a second here, so I'm gonna have to run up and grab my food, but that should take just a second.
Okay. Alright, everyone's Sirenscape works?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't need that page anymore.
Alright.
I was in the process of fixing this page.
One potentially impassioned speech created.
Is it this one? Is that gonna be too big? Is it even gonna post? Why do you hate me? Alright.
Oh.
So though you guys are brought back to your ship and what was his name? And all of the kerfluffle that we've taken part in, I have managed to close my Avernus tabs.
Sorry.
Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. Basilstein awards the soul coin to Skeletor. So I don't know if you've added that already.
A soul coin?
Yes.
That's fun.
A silk coin. One individual coin containing a tortured soul.
That's sounds like hell currency.
Sounds like hell currency. Yeah.
Don't know what I expected.
So, yes, he brings you back to the barge, delivers your coin. The barge has been repaired. You can see little patches of like iron, like 1-inch slabs or whatever that are just like covering the spots that used to be corroded. Trying to grab all my stuff here still. Crinjack, that was the name of the guy. Okay. I guess once you guys are back on, the ship captain, Crinjack, the Bone Devil, he's ready to go if you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know.
Alright, they get the ship unhitched, and you start cruising back along the river Styx. What are you guys up to while it's cruising?
Yeah, I guess Rikiri's just kind of sitting, and just staring around. I actually need to use the bathroom immediately. I apologize. I'll be right back.
Brian, what was the ETA on your food?
Oh, I just got it already.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you add your soul
But,
coin?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on a second. Soul coins.
That you've won in an uneven competition?
He still
It's
won
it's
it.
perfectly even. Skeleton number 2 won, and he just willingly gave the coin. Willingly, in quotation. Oh, I did not. Thought we had that.
Because I know we got into a really huge kerfluffle last time when nobody could figure out who had the soul coins. So I want to make sure it gets added this time.
That it gets properly added into someone's inventory.
Yeah, I think I like found it in James's inventory later on and just removed them.
Also, they like changed something with D&D Beyond. Like there are different categories for your inventory now.
Yeah, you can start putting, because you have a backpack or chest or something like that, depending on what your background stuff was. So now you can like really designate what is on your person / what is in your backpack.
Well, like there's even one for my robe of useful items.
Yeah.
There's a section for that.
Oh, that's
which
neat.
I should probably
Start loading that up.
Yeah, like I have it written down of like what I still have.
Mhm.
Like, just like, man.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah,
if you
I
have a
got
bag
the
of
coin.
holding, I believe there's one for that too now.
Checks out.
Yeah, so got soul coin. I'm basically having all my summons. Since the vehicles are on the barge with us, I'm just gonna have them man the harpoon guns, just like in case it comes up.
Excellent.
And then, except for Halvard. Halvard gets to walk around with me.
Alright. As the time
And then-
passes, I will say that you guys are beginning to get a little tired. It's been almost a full day since you've last rested.
Time for a little
has it now?
nightcap.
I'm sorry.
All right.
It's time for a nightcap. Would you like any little whiny poo? Skeleton?
I'm good.
Your last.
But I guess I'm gonna, like, before I rest. Where's my spells? Let's see.
Oh, I'm still streaming.
Yeah. Right before I go to sleep, I'm gonna do my little animate dead thing, just to maintain my control over everybody.
Okay.
And then I will.
Alright. Food. What's everyone doing for food? So you can mark your rations and stuff.
Right. Let's see. I still have 18 fruit remaining, so I'll eat like 3 fruit, I guess.
Okay. And, anyone else can mark rations. I'll remind John when he gets back. And, you guys can get a
Hey,
long
Mr.
rest. Oh, what? Yeah. Do you have more
Mr.
stuff?
Mr. Skelly.
What?
You want some wine so I can eat? Sort of a pillager of people.
Wait, what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you there.
I'm kind of old, so I can't just always buy my food and like bringing it around. It gets heavy. So I just bring wine as like a trading for people.
You know, just take 2 apples. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you. Helping the old and elderly. I love that.
I'm just glad that one special fruit, the one poisoned fruit, is finally gone.
Oh, yeah, on the topic of.
Oh boy. Yeah, if anyone, does anyone have anything else to do tonight before we start talking about whether or not, you know, taking watches or do long rest stuff?
No, I think Skeletor's good. I mean, he has his summons just like manning the guns, watching out. So, and I guess I'll have Halvard keep watch over those of us that are sleeping.
Okay. All right. It is a peaceful night on the River Styx, as you hear the gentle screams of souls from the bottom of the river.
Very comforting.
You guys can all get a long rest. For the purpose of today, I will assume Amdos is not here, just to make my life a slight bit easier.
Fair, fair.
I will go ahead and do his long rest button. Alright. And then, alright. John went to the bathroom, right?
Yeah, so like 20 minutes are gonna pass.
Alright. Alright, as you guys awake, you feel the rocking of the iron barge. I guess, where did you guys sleep?
I guess I'll just say I probably slept in the cockpit of one of the vehicles.
Okay.
Probably Rocky Mobile or something.
Okay.
I found a sack of just like things on the boat. I just lied against it as if it was a pillow.
Okay. We'll say that Urkiri also just slept in like the cargo hold of one of the vehicles, the one that doesn't have the dead carcass of the Hell Wasp in the back, that you guys have just been milking for fuel.
Right.
Which you probably want to get rid of soon, but...
Holy God. Love that.
You guys are awoken by the more vigorous rocking of the iron barge. Skeletor, you actually feel the vehicle shifting just ever so slightly as it's still chained down to the barge.
Okay.
When you wake up and you look around, you can tell that the barge has kind of picked up speed a little bit. In addition to that, it feels like you're kind of going downwards a little bit, like the whole barge is sloping, the river is sloping down. And the speed starts getting quicker and quicker, and then the river begins to whine sharply, and you start feeling like the inertia pulling you towards one side of the barge or another, as it gets faster and faster. And
Skeletor, Skeletor puts his hands up like it's one of those like little log rides, you know, like woo!
Love that.
And you guys, you feel like you're descending quite rapidly, and like so rapid that like your ears pop, and then you see like, the terrain, the overall terrain is changing fairly quickly. The just plain wasteland that Avernus left has changed. You drift through regions of what appears to be almost straight magma, a region that appears to be, it gives off the ominous feeling of an undead crypt, and as you travel faster and faster still downward and downward still, it gets colder and colder, and then it begins to level out, and your descent slows, and the scene around you now is an icescape. Everything is covered in snow, and large pillars of ice are around here and there, distant from the river. You see small ice floes drifting across the river Styx as well, here and there, and it is almost flattened out, and the oarmen begin to start paddling again, and you come to a dead end on the river. And as you come to this dead end, there is a large pier there, and behind that pier is a fairly large, what appears to be a fairly large cathedral made out of dark stones. The structure gives off like a fairly majestic appearance, but also has a dominating presence. From what you can see from the river, not a single stone appears out of place, and various infernal runes that you can't quite make out from where you are etched into the stonework. Along the pier, you see an imp dressed in regal wear, and various devils working here and there alongside of it. Bearded devils, horned devils, and whatnot. And your barge comes to a stop in docks, and the captain tells you guys, it appears that this will have to be our stop for now.
Dill turns over and is like, the river Styx just stops?
Not always.
Honestly, nothing surprises me anymore.
How
Yeah,
much of a
shit's
river?
kind of
I
funky
mean,
down here.
Yeah.
Rikiri turns to the captain. Thank you for the guidance down here.
Yes, I would be careful. This is not the ninth level.
Do you know how deep we got, sir?
This is the 7th layer. This
Who's in charge here?
the daughter of Asmodeus.
What's her name?
Glacius.
Glass.
Oh, we know that name. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm scrolling up in the notes to be sure. Son of a bitch.
Control find John.
She is the judge of
No,
devils,
we're not. It's not the same person I thought of. Never mind.
and the Archduke or Duchess of this level. Good luck. Try
Thank you.
not to anger her.
Thank you.
We will endeavor to do so, and I assume we're also unloading our vehicles and such.
He's gonna wait here for you guys to come back, because you guys are supposed to go back with him to do the
okay, cool.
other
Yeah.
thing that Del requested of you.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if he had like something else that he was going to be doing, or like if he had to leave for a bit.
Just
I
in
don't
the
know.
meantime.
No, he's here. He's chilling.
Okay. Yeah, then we can just walk. That should be fine. As long as it's not too far off, right?
No. The
Okay.
dock basically goes up into a path that leads directly at the building. And
Okay.
then
Yeah, then we'll just leave it here.
behind the building is a mountain of immense size. And from where you guys are, even on the iron barge, you can hear screams of agony and torment very clearly.
Yep. The sweet normal sounds of hell. It's
So
like birds
sweet.
chirping, only slightly more terrifying.
No, those sounds, they give me the memories of the good old days with Daddy Cthulhu.
Alright, I guess we get walking then.
Alright. You guys exit off the barge onto the docks, and you are met by the imp that you may or may not remember. He is wearing, as I mentioned, for the sort of scholarly yet regal attire as he hovers in the air. Well, I do apologize. It appears we've been transferred to a different courthouse. It's not exactly my place to interfere with the Duchess. But, nevertheless, I can bring you to the courthouse and we will get your trial underway.
Very good. Is there like a when we get to the courtroom area? Is there like a waiting room outside? I'm not really involved in this. I'm just sort of along for the ride, you know.
Oh, I must have been mistaken. When I delivered the news to you, I meant to tell you you were all required to be present.
Okay.
Now,
Do I have to like? No.
make no mistake, Dale is the one on trial.
Okay. Yeah. Just as long as we're clear on that.
So like, do I need a suit, a tie? Like, do I get an attorney?
An attorney.
Yeah. I think I have this really great person that can represent and talk about me very well. Dale begins to hold his necklace.
You'd be lucky enough just to survive this room, let alone get an attorney.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Indeed.
Well,
Don't
okay.
worry. Our trials are fair and just.
Define just.
It is the devil's way.
The Kiri just kind of gives Dale like a gentle slap in the back, like, oh, it'll be fine, don't worry about it.
As you like pat him on the back, you sort of feel the like quiver that's going on, like the heart racing.
We only punish those that deserve it. And Glacia is a stickler for the rules.
Okay. So you said 3 days. It's only been 2. Can I like go somewhere for like a last meal?
But you're already here. You do,
But I have another day.
You don't want us to come get you on the 3rd day.
Okay, you're right. Let's let's come inside.
Alright, and then as we're going inside, I'm gonna use my hat of disguise and just make my appearance a little more formal. Just since we're like, even though I'm not technically involved, I'm just like I just want to appear, formal in the court setting.
Want to be presentable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, which is, like, I do have to reiterate, like, I'm not covered in blood anymore.
Yeah,
right?
you are not covered in blood anymore. But you also
Wonderful.
don't know if that would have been well received or not. You know.
It is hell.
That's true. I should just not ask questions about these types of things.
I mean, at the very, yeah, I do have this. Like, I mean, if you really needed to be clean that badly, I do have prestidigitation, so I'll just like,
Oh, fair enough.
In fact, I will use that right now to like clean out like our clothes and like in case we've got
okay.
some wrinkles, make ourselves look nice.
Some brief dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you guys approach the building, and the screams from the mountain behind it never cease. And as you approach,
We love that.
you realize that the stones that make up the building surfaces aren't stone.
Oh, is it skulls?
It's
I mean, doesn't it go
ice.
for it? Oh.
It's a very thick, black-colored ice.
Black covered ice.
And
That is uncomfy.
Wonderful.
I love hearing the barge. Finally having Sirenscape work is great.
Oh yeah, I absolutely adore it every time we can get it to work.
Alright. So, did I not tell you that?
No.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Wait, tell him what?
Oh, it's a D20.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a normal type of roll.
Boop.
Yeah, that's my bad. I probably could have told you that. Yeah, and then you can follow the table.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so as you approach, you notice that the stone is actually, the thick ice, and you can make out the infernal runes a little bit more, if you care to attempt to read any of them as you approach the large doors. Alright, sounds like no one wants to read them. Proceeding to the doors.
Sorry, wait.
Dude, that was like,
what was it we were reading?
I can't read them, so I was waiting for someone else to take charge there.
Sorry, I tuned out for just a second to check something. So what was it that we were looking at?
Yeah, the runes on the the infernal runes on the cathedral were able to make out.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that when we were at the barge, but I figured we'd probably too far back at that point. So
yeah, you could see that they were infernal, but couldn't quite make out what they were from the barge. What they said.
Okay, yeah. I'll inspect them.
All right. So reading the runes, you can tell that most of them appear to be the written law of the Hells.
Oh, neat.
And others appear to be more arcane in nature. And if you would like to decipher those any further, I will need an Arcana check.
Oh, that.
I want to do an Arcana check.
You absolutely can.
I can't read.
Alright.
Hell, I can't read.
So both of you can tell that most of them are somewhat like runes of protection. They keep the building solid, and if something was to hit it, it would reduce a lot of the damage to the building. In addition to that, you can see that some of them seem to block magic, but they seem to be specially crafted to block specific magics, but you can't quite figure out which ones.
Okay.
Hey. Not that I'm gonna actually attack the building or anything, because that would be bad. But you know what? That's neat.
Dale is going to try and speak to Skeletor with telepathy.
Okay. You guys can either have that conversation out loud, or you can whisper to each other in Discord.
Well, what I mean by that is just I don't know if
there's
Skeletor
a
is going
problem
to accept
here
it or not.
with
I don't know if he's going to
tele-
accept it.
yeah. Yeah, because you guys both have your fucking rings.
Yeah.
And I deny it.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Skeletor
Dale
will
also
not be
tries to
complicit.
Dale also tries to speak to Rikiri.
It's nope. I am not.
I don't think Rikiri has a ring of mind shielding, so I'm pretty sure
I
that
do
just
not.
goes through.
It just goes through.
Dale goes, so Skeletor is a bitch. we're gonna be just trying to see if we could talk to each other with our minds when we get inside. It seems like this place is pretty warded up.
Oh, well, that's on you. I don't know anything. I don't know how to do that. So if you can figure it out, go for it.
Okay. I mean, we're doing it now, so, like, we'll just see if we can maintain it.
Well, perfect.
And hopefully not get caught. Don't know if it's a good or a bad thing to talk telepathically in a courtroom.
Should we ask about that?
I'm chaotic, so I'm not going to, but...
Dale, do me a history check.
Yeah, of course. Anything, DJ. My history is stupid, but yeah.
I'm gonna roll a survival check on this for me, just for my own decisions.
Okay. So Dale, you very briefly remember Mare giving you a warning about telepathy in the Hells, but you don't quite remember what it was.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna have, like, a gut feeling then. Okay. Oh.
Here's just like, all right, well, if you wanna try it, I would be careful, because if you're not sure if it'll have some like negative. I don't want to get killed here if you try it.
Oh no, don't worry. You can't die. Dale begins to be like, Jesus is on our side. And he holds the amulet out to him.
Kiri just kind of stares at it, squints his eyes a little bit, grunts, and then walks in the direction that they're all going.
Jiminy. Alright, you guys get to the door, and they open to you guys, and you do not see inside this room. What you see is a dark veil that shifts and moves just in the threshold of the door. And the imp just passes right through it. And he disappears from sight.
Alright.
Do we follow him?
I'm just walking in.
Okay.
Alright.
Everyone walking in?
Dale sort of, like, inches forward, and he's putting, like, a claw out to see if it's gonna do anything.
It's cold.
He gets a shiver down his spine, and then he walks through.
Alright, you guys all walk into the darkness, and it is extremely cold in here. Like, it was cold outside, but it is worse in here.
Can I take a cloak out of the backpack and put it on?
Do you have one?
Gash gave Rakiri the fucking cultist cloak like ages ago.
Okay, yeah, you can toss that on.
Yeah.
You feel like some benefit from it, but not a whole lot.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
It's like bringing a lemon to a knife fight.
I tried.
You did. You did try. It was a good try. It was a good thought.
Rakiri doesn't have any armor. Like, he's just existing.
Mm-hmm.
We love nudities.
Oh boy.
Oh, can I use my prestidigitation to just slightly warm up my clothes a bit?
Yeah, you can.
Get as much use as you can.
It gives you some slight relief, but it's still fairly cold in here.
That's fine.
Okay.
A little cold.
I'm just trying to locate a particular role that I appear to be missing here. Let's see, this one or this one. Can't remember. Ah, here it is. Found it. Alright. Alright, so when you pass through, as I mentioned, it is extremely cold. Extremely cold in here.
Stop it, okay? I'm cold.
I'm changing notes from very, very cold to extremely, extremely cold.
And all you can really see now is a little bit of the blackish stone-like ice that you're walking on, with fairly ominous tendrils of shadow, smoke-like shadow that kind of wisps around the floor and around you. And then a long table that's directly in front of you that has 2 chairs, and then a fairly decent sized, slightly raised podium directly in front of it. Like about 5 feet in front of it.
Are there
Dale,
is there a general seating area for just people witnessing the court proceedings?
As far as you can tell, there's only these 3 places to sit right now.
Wow. Wonderful.
Alright, I guess I will just have a seat, and then I'll just have my summons stand kind of behind the chair, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wait, is there a chair for Halbert?
No.
Oh.
There is not, I'm sorry.
Oh, DJ, when you say that there's the raised seat, you know that I want to sit on it.
Yeah, the raised podium?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's direct.
Why would you give it the
It's
detail?
a little
I
bit
know.
past the table.
I know. I want to sit on it, but I know I'm not supposed to.
It faces away from the table.
Yeah. It's like it's... Oh, so I don't even know, but never mind.
So
I thought it was like the judge's podium kind of in the...
not that type of podium. More like... It's like a speaker's podium, but not the judge.
Oh, so Asta.
I'm thinking Ace Attorney, witness stand.
Yeah, so imagine, I think I brought you guys over to a map, so there's a table, and then, the podium's right there, and then,
No, I see it on the map. Yeah.
This is a really cool image.
This picture looks familiar for some reason.
I think it's from Gears of War.
I was about to say that! I was like, wait, this looks like a...
Oh, yo. Oh,
Yeah.
there's fucking COG flags all over the place.
There's also
Yeah.
a Gears of
yeah, I
War
didn't
logo in the
see
bottom
those.
of the corner. Don't at me.
No,
I didn't see that either.
I love Gears of War, so I'm not complaining.
I found it
I
in
was gonna
Dale
say-
is going to
art.
take a seat at the table.
Yeah, I have the window off to the side, so I didn't even see the logo, and I didn't really pay attention to the flags. I was just like, huh, this reminds me of something.
Oh, it's Gears of War Judgment. That makes sense.
Oh, Judgment.
Dale, when you take a seat at the table, you hear a long sigh from the darkness.
Dale stands up and gives a grunt in old,
The grunt in old. Oh yeah, DJ, are we still supposed to be listening to the
No,
bards
I
sound?
just noticed it too. Hold on.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I was
I'm all about the evidence.
I just heard water and I was like, oh, this isn't right.
this is soothing. Wrong.
We just find out the cathedral's actively melting the whole time.
Yeah, if you don't present your case in time, you're gonna drown.
I'm gonna freeze to death before I drown, okay? This is Titanic status over here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, Dale stands up and walks over to the podium, and is looking around to try to see if he sees the imp that walked in with us.
You don't see anything quite yet. Rikiri, did you sit down yet?
Yeah, we're curious that time.
Okay. Alright. As everyone takes a place in the room, you see the shadow begin to peel back, in front of where Dale is standing in front of that podium, and it reveals a large throne about 30 feet away, and in that throne there is a woman that is wearing a long light blue dress with these snowflakes that seem to be embedded in it, and she has fairly pale skin, and her lips are a dark blue, and she has short blonde hair with streaks of white into it. And she stands at you with her legs crossed, her chin perched on her hand. So you're the ones that thought they were good enough for my father's courtroom.
No, you're
I'm still
my
trying
liege.
to get the music set. Sorry.
No, nothing so bold as that. It was merely that we were summoned, and I didn't want to disrespect what I was told to do, or have to be brought in. So I did what I was told.
Nerbrol, what is the offense? And you see the shadows begin to peel back again beside her, and you see the same imp that led you up here again in his regal-like scholarly robes, floating, hovering in the air. And he unfurls a piece of parchment and looks at it, pulls a monocle up to one eye. Let's see here. It appears that
Did you
he's...
say Nurbaro?
Yes. It appears as though he is in breach of contract with Nerberol Delta. Put him at risk of death. Okay. And what do you have to say for yourself, Twartle?
Your Most High, I didn't know where I was at the time of summoning a dear friend and highly trusted companion of mine, Nerberol Gama.
There's a long pause. Alpha, is his contract not with Delta? It appears that it is. It's with Delta. As far as I'm concerned, Gamma is not in a contract with anyone right now. Twartle.
Say who what?
It appears your contract is not with the imp you say. Would you like to explain to me why you have lied to me?
Your Most High, I would never do something so foolish as to lie to you. Give me one quick second. I have to make some rolls.
Damn.
I would never do something so foolish as to lie to a supreme being such as yourself. I'm merely here, and I was in a version of hell, not your hell, and then I was brought back, and so my contract I had believed was with Nerbrol, and the one that I had it with was Nerbrol Gamma. But I guess in this reality, it's with Nerbrol Delta. I didn't mean to offend you in any way.
Make me a persuade roll.
Bless.
Uh,
Can it be performance instead of persuade?
No.
Okay.
okay.
A different reality. That's a new one. Hmm. Well, despite that, you're still in violation of your contract. You still put your contractee in harm's way. How do you explain that?
A minor error of
Minor error.
of believing that I was in a safe area to summon my contractee. We were traveling at, and out of character, what are the speeds
It's
here?
like 120 feet per minute, I believe, is what you guys were. Per second is what you guys were kind of going.
We were in our Hell Rider, trucking along as you do. When we were nearing as I know now, the Demon Zapper. And so my contractee, being wise and benevolent in his own right, decided to leave prior to extermination.
Also, just for a reference, I just googled it. 120 feet per second is about 81 miles per hour.
Oh, damn.
Golly.
We're fucking moving.
Yes, we were moving.
Thanks for that. I was curious.
It's actually per 6 seconds, technically. But yeah.
Yeah.
Still pretty close. So how did you manage? You say that you thought it was not. You say that you thought your summoning place was safe. How did you determine this?
I was not under attack, Your Most High. And by that standard, I perceive that as a sense of safety.
Well, I will say that being under attack in the Hells is a quite frequent thing. I would not agree that it is a adequate method of determining safety.
I hear you, and I will not make the same offense twice.
No, I certainly hope
With-
not, but we'll see if you
with
even have
respect
the
and-
opportunity.
Yes, with respect, I did not summon Nerberol Delta again because I did not want to risk any further exposure to harm's way.
You see, like, she lifts up her head and, like, she starts, like, kind of picking at her fingernails. Are you sure it wasn't for your spell slots?
No, ma'am. I was able to, again, and I chose not to after hearing the panic in his voice.
I'm quite familiar with you warlocks, you know. You borrow your power from others and you hold it with extreme greed. Selfish and never willing to use it to help others. I find it a bit hard to believe that you chose not to resummon him out of his own safety.
With respect, in the past, I have given him every opportunity and right in a verbal contract that if he's ever unsafe, that he can just leave. Knowing that warlocks don't have the best reputation, I thought that that was our fair and balanced means of a partnership.
Okay, do me a persuasion check.
Please be high.
Okay.
I'm interested about what these annual new god rolls are about.
You should be.
It's gonna come up eventually. I know. I'm waiting.
Well, I think the best test of a individual's character is his companions. Do you not think so?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I believe that the best test of an individual's character is the words of their companions. Do you not think so?
I do believe that Rikiri has a lot to say about me. And in just a short time, Skeletor and I have become well acquainted.
After hearing the thing about Skeletor, Kiri just kind of like squints his eyes a little bit. It's like, I guess, you know, after Skeletor specifically had a conversation with him, was like, yeah, this guy's fucked. We shouldn't go.
Rikiri, make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, jeez. Was I not supposed to react to that? Alright.
No, I want to know what that means.
Skeletor is just sitting quietly, just sort of observing at this point.
He just squints his eyes at it. Specifically the Skeletor thing. I'm gonna roll that normal roll. 21.
Nice.
Well, Skeletor, I would like to hear you speak about this individual.
Yes, Your Grace. Well, I have not known... Or, sorry, give me one second. Just trying to...
What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Sorry, 1 second.
You're gonna fall over. Yeah. You're gonna fall over.
Well, Your Grace, I have not known this individual Dale for very much time. Only about a few days, in fact. So, as for his full judge of character, I cannot comment, but in the time that I've been traveling with him, he seems a little, how should I put it? I'm actually trying to think of the word, hold on, sorry. Not like unstable or like...
Eccentric.
Chaotic?
eccentric,
Selfish.
thank you, Grace. I would say a little eccentric and perhaps slightly unpredictable at times, but never too unreasonable, I would say.
Okay. I will take your words into account. And you, Rikiri, you seem to be more of a longer time companion.
I guess I would say so, Your Grace. What can I say about Dale? Well, from talking to Dale for a few minutes, you just know that he leads a very hedonistic lifestyle. I wouldn't say he's the best with first impressions, but, well, I've been with Dale about every waking moment for the last few weeks, and there's a few things I've realized spending that much time around him. First thing is that when Dale makes a guarantee, he'll make sure to keep it by any means. Definitely derailed our adventure a little bit to make sure that an old woman was safe, which I did not expect. But the second thing is that he will also risk his life and the lives of those around him to protect those in his immediate circle. I've never been fully inclined to believe that that circle included me, but I know for a fact it included Nurbral. Dale is a turtle of few convictions, but he is a turtle of conviction, and I think I could say I can respect that. The time of the summoning, we were very new to hell and the concept that I guess you can describe it that I'm sure as you're aware that everything is kind of everywhere. And from what I've seen of Dale's summoning process, it takes about an hour. I would say Dale would never have purposefully done that ritual had he known that the demon zapper was a possibility on that journey. And it did kind of appear rather abruptly, I would say. I would not argue against the fact that Narbal was put in danger, but Dale would honestly let himself die before Narbal does. And I firmly believe that, Your Grace.
Roll me a persuasion.
God, I want so badly just to be like, I mean, it was Skeletor that didn't listen to Nurbral when he said turn back.
Man, I was simply the driver. I wasn't involved. You were the one that summoned him. I was simply driving.
Like, I just imagine...
And I could not hear you.
I just imagine, like, a school bus full of children, and, like, the children see something off in the distance, and they're just yelling at the school bus driver, like, turn! Turn! And the school bus driver is just, like, looking them up at the rearview mirror, like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids?
Yeah.
Also, it was like, I was just trying to, like, what? Like, what'd you say? I couldn't hear shit. I was driving.
He's got the wind in his face and the hot Avernus sun that's just constantly in the sky, blazing down on his poor delicate skin.
Bones.
I rolled a 3.
Alrighty.
Alright.
You have described a few interesting traits of this Dale, and I fully believe you in his chaotic means. I can taste the madness in the air. It's disturbing and disgusting, actually. And quite frankly, it takes almost every fiber of my being to not strike him down in this courthouse right now.
Dale sort of hangs his head in shame.
Oh, jeez.
But you see, I've spoken to others, or one other in particular, that seems to corroborate some of the things that you've mentioned. And her take on the situation is quite enlightening. And the shadow begins to peel back again on the other side of her, and there stands a woman. Shit, I can't quite remember what she looks like.
Do you want me to pull it up?
That or you can just describe her. Works for me.
Oh my god.
So do you see, as DJ said, a woman, they are a they-them, though. They, they're scantily clad, but clad nonetheless, with clothes that seem to have been made of fabric themselves. It is not core fabric. It is covering most perceive as about 5'6", relatively okay face for a what are they called?
Tiefling?
Tiefling. No bruises, no scratches, despite childhood happenstances. And the hair is sort of pulled back in a long... And the face, you would say resting bitch face, but I would say work.
Dolores, would you like to say something on your account?
Dolores?
This idiot of a turtle. Can you believe that he would infringe on my contract? My contract with Nerval Delta. That in itself should be a violation if you'd ask me. Yes, he is hedonistic. I am what you would call the product of his tendencies. A daughter abandoned and left alone to take on the traits and traditions of her mother, and I've done things that other people would be ashamed of, but you do what you have to do when you live the life that I live.
Prostitution.
Does Dale do that? Does he?
No, sorry.
Because she was about to give you the like iciest of glares.
Sorry. Say that under my breath. I think it'd be hilarious.
I, who started with nothing, have found power myself. I am also a warlock, but my master is not nearly as corrupt and tainted as his. And I serve dutifully, and I am rewarded in kind. In fact, my contract with Delta was a reward of my master as well, although earned with my own merits. And the fact that he would infringe on that contract makes me deeply disturbed, especially him. Him especially being the one that has infringed on my contract disgusts me entirely. He is an unreliable sort, a selfish sort, one that does not believe in the repercussions of his own actions. He wanders around the world doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants, with no real respect for those around him unless there's something to gain in himself. That is the man, Turtle, that stands before you. Dale, do you have anything to say for yourself?
I've been looking for you for so long, Dolores. You have such disdain for me. I didn't know that I produced such a strong seed that it would bear fruit in your mother. But in terms of everything, Your Honor, she's not wrong. She's just not right. Can I call to the witness stage Nerbrol? I think that they have some stories talk about contracts being broken and imps being put in danger.
Which Nerbrol would you like to call?
Nerbrol Gamma.
She sighs and she kind of just like massages her forehead a little bit. Very well, we can summon Gamma. I don't believe he'll have anything useful to say, but it'll be a fun show regardless. And the shadows pull back right beside Dolores, and Nerbrol Gamma appears, but again, he does appear slightly different than you remember. The His body is slightly disfigured in some places, slightly scarred in others, as if he has had to fight quite frequently. Why am I here?
Nurbral, do you know and remember who I am?
Who the fuck are you?
So no. Your Honor, my Nurbral Gama told me stories about an abusive contract he had, and I didn't realize what might have been until Dolores spoke just today. He spoke about how he'd be killed just to be resummoned with full health and abilities to be able to do things, a sense of torture by their own contract. And I've just deduced that that must have been my daughter.
Excuse me? You think I would torture my summon? I am not in a contract with Gamma, nor have I ever been.
But in my reality, I believe that she may have. You see, I have a daughter. Also, was told to be a woman.
Hold up, you're
I
cutting
think-
up. Give it a moment.
Yeah,
give it a moment. I'm sorry. You had the momentum going. Alright, go ahead.
In my reality, I had a daughter, who I was told went on to leave her station, prostitution, to go on and that from there, my own Nurbral would sometimes often disappear, being summoned by his other contract. That's why I believe this Dolores can't be that far off from being this.
I am... Roll me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Damn it.
Mm.
I guess I could also just raise the DC, but
Critical fail. Hate to see
even
it.
if it was a normal, it would have been a critical fail. Fuck. I fail to see how this is relevant. This is, as you had mentioned multiple times, a new world. What is the actions of another woman have to do with this case? This here is a trial of your actions, your abuse.
With respect, Your Highness, this is a new world, and so I don't think that the contract was even transferable, given that I'm here. I was making a new summon, so I never signed any contract in this reality.
Alpha, would you please show him the contract that we have? And Alpha floats over to you and places the parchment on the podium, scrolled out, and you can see through the terms of use and whatnot, all the way to the bottom,
Terms of service.
is a, the signature line, and it does appear to be your signature.
Now, Your Highness, it may appear to look like mine, but I always add a heart at the end of my signature.
There is a heart there.
Can I,
Just let me...
can I, would Kiri kind of raises his hand to kind of make a point? He doesn't really want to just interrupt the conversation.
Yes. What do you want?
Already interrupts, Your Grace, but what Dale was saying about the realities isn't quite nonsense. See, we were resurrected at the same time, and could it be possible that the Dale from this reality signed that contract and not this one.
Oh, I fully believe you that you're from a different reality. But we have means of understanding whether or not this contract was signed by you or someone else, and as far as we can tell, there is no other Dale in this reality.
Oh. Well,
Well, of course there's people with the name of Dale, but no one that is him. Just like there is also no one who is you.
do you think the resurrection may have, for lack of a better terminology, fucked with the state of the contract?
Huh. Well, for a contract made with a devil to be manipulated, that would have to be a being that could very easily manipulate the very laws of this world. And as far as I'm aware, there's only one being like that, and he reigns supreme over all, and he would not easily do something of that nature.
Is
With all due respect, Your Grace, the being that we encountered, going by the name of Jesus, seemed to have quite some power. I'm not sure how much that would be, but if that is any helpful information, I felt like that needed to be said.
Rikiri, make me another persuasion.
All right. That's all. I guess all I got. Roll. God damn. All right.
Your Grace, isn't there supposed to be someone that helps manage the contracts below the supreme level?
Well, the only one that can manage a contract besides the devil that created the contract is Asmodeus himself. Unless someone was to steal his rod, his scepter, they would not have that power.
I understand. A foolish question, and I beg your humble forgiveness.
Now, if I were to believe you that some being has power near equal to that supreme one, I would say that if he or she crafted that contract, I have no intention of going against it. And despite anything, the contract is still binding. And therefore you are still bound to its rules. Now we are here to truly understand if you have voided your contract or not. And as far as I can tell, you have, and you have so admitted yourself that you have. Now what I must discover now is what sort of punishment you truly deserve. Now I ask you, what kind of punishment do you believe you deserve? Because if I was to let your daughter have her way, one word from me would equal your death. One word from her would equal your death.
Your Grace, knowing that you are of full equity and balance for all things to be lawfully made, I merely offer the humble suggestion that when a person drives a wagon and they hit someone, they're not allowed to drive a wagon. If a person has a knife and they cut someone, they're not allowed to have a knife.
Wait. How? What kind of? When does that rule apply? I've cut many people, and I'm still allowed to wield a knife.
Well, you're also above them.
That's fair.
And so, with great pain in my heart, the restriction to no longer be able to have is summoned.
If that's what you wish your punishment to be,
It's not what I wish it to be, Your Honor.
that's what you feel like you
But
deserve.
I believe it would be equitable.
Do your persuasion. We're gonna decide here whether or not you kind of get everything you want here, or, you know, a mix.
Wow.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. I'll restrict you of your ability to summon. And you feel... She snaps her fingers. Sorry, actually, that's not what she can do. So, a paper appears in front of you, a contract. On that contract, it says, from this day forward, you will be rendered incapable of summoning another creature.
Quick question. Does it say another creature or another imp?
Another creature.
God damn it, DJ. You just took away, like, so many of my stuff.
Now,
May I
if you
have a pen?
sign this contract, I will carry out your punishment and you can be on your way.
May I have a quill, a pen,
Oh, you can sign in your blood.
lovely.
And a knife appears in front of you.
He grabs the knife, and pricks at his right finger, and then, as beautiful as he can, calligraphy, using scale, then he adds a...
Alright. Yeah, you sign your name and you add your little heart at the end, and the contract disappears. And then she says, well, the verdict shall be carried out. And then the shadows quickly overtake the entire room that you're in. Everyone is now in complete darkness, and Dale, you feel them wrap around you very tightly. And Dale, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Oh my. The fucking Mad Lad critically succeeded. I'm still shocked.
Dale, you feel like something in you has broken.
Oh, DJ, if you saw my face right now. What is Dale without Norbera?
Grimnirva or Moray.
What is the great thing about it?
You feel like a connection is gone. And when the shadows let you go and they recede, and the only thing left in the room is you, Skeletor, Rikiri, and the woman, you feel drained. Absolutely. Well, how do you feel?
I feel broken, Your Grace. I feel less than half who I am.
Well, why don't we test it out then? How about you try casting something?
With respect, Your Grace, I'm nervous about trying to do something knowing that I was just told that I'm not allowed.
Oh, well, we just took away your abilities, so you shouldn't be able to do anything. So why don't you try it out?
Alright, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
Oh my god, the amulet!
I wanna just summon the actual, like, greater demon.
I will supply you with all of the supplies that you require. Just try everything out.
you like this? Why you like this?
God damn. It's like a fate worse than death.
This physically hurts me.
Aw.
Damn.
Alright. Yeah, a gem is supplied to you so that you can cast the spell, and you try to cast it, and you feel nothing as you try to cast it.
Oh.
Ouch.
DJ, I'm happy that you can't see me. I'm ugly crying right now.
Well, would you like to try something else?
Oh my god, the spite.
Maybe
That's
a
hilarious.
different spell, perhaps.
I want to pray to Cthulhu to give me the strength to be able to overpower this bitch.
Okay. You can try to pray to Cthulhu.
18.
You pray to Cthulhu, and you feel an absence that you've never felt before.
Why are you laughing?
And so, like, what are Rikirians and Skeletor just like sitting at the table, like watching Dale do this for like a few hours?
Yeah. As an hour passes, actually, I do need everyone to make a Constitution save.
Oh jeez. Let's go +8 Constitution. Nice.
You're driving me into insanity.
Alright.
Skeletor's just sitting, just watching this whole scene, just very amused.
Curious, fine.
Just-
Dale con save and Skeletor a con save.
Oh wait, can't say for what?
It's for the cold.
Oh, for the cold. Oh, yeah. It is quite chilly.
Skeletor, I'm sorry. You do receive 1 point of exhaustion.
Ah, that's fair.
It is cold.
It is cold.
Someone would say it's extreme cold.
Extremely even.
Yes. Dale, you still feel absolutely nothing when you try to cast magic. Well, now that that's been taken care of, now I do believe you had an adventure that you were going on, and it does not seem like he is going to be of much use anymore. And you actually hear, like, distantly in the shadows, a very loud laughter, like fairly satisfied laughter. And as he has breached a contract, and the manager of making sure that most of these contracts is signed seems to have signed with someone incompetent, I think the best punishment for him would be to accompany you, don't you think? I think he's quite useful. As I imagine Dale is crying on the floor at this point.
He's in fetal position.
Rikiri just sitting at the table with his head and like resting on one of his hands, just kind of watching this happen. I was like, yeah, I did all I could, buddy.
And the fog pulls back again, or the shadows pull back again, and a new figure emerges. Would you like to describe Noir?
1 second.
As he gets his bearings.
Welcome.
Skeletor
to
is
the
just
end of the
simply just
world.
observing
What
all
would you
this.
prefer?
slightly amused, but also just sort of watching. Just like, yep, this is happening. This was fully expected, and yeah.
Right, so Noir has just like a giant grin on his face the entire time. Teeth, pearly white. He's wearing like a blazer. It has like red lapels. He has white gloves on. Very dapper looking individual. Uh, he has like the classic top hat that seems like it should be from Bloodborne. Uh, his face is a little bit more pale than others. As like the glasses that you see on DJ's little like cap for Discord, he's wearing those.
Okay.
That's kind of Noir. He's about 6'1", slender, not really muscle, but you know, like 2% body fat.
Okay, a tad unhealthy. It's okay. We're good. All right, Noir. Since you're the one that created or mediated this poor contract, I think it's only responsible that you will take responsibility for it and aid them on their journey. As long as you help them accomplish their task, I think that your punishment is dealt with. You can do whatever you want along the way.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Well, I think we're all done here. I think it's about time that you leave my court. And then she kind of gives a light clap, and all the shadows recede, and you guys find yourselves right outside the building. As Dale's still in the fetal position.
Dale is a shell
Well,
of
that was a very productive and constructive court hearing. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I second that. Honestly, that went better than I thought it was
I don't
going
think.
to.
Ah, it really did. I was expecting him to die.
Does Dale just sit there not moving?
By all standards, who Dale was is Dale.
Damn. Alright, well, Kiri just kind of picks up fetal position Dale, and I guess they... Well,
I was gonna say I could also have my skeletons just kind of drag him along.
Oh,
That's
how
true.
nice. Thank you for that.
how heavy is Dale?
About 280 pounds.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have my summons except for
Yeah, that's fine.
they're just gonna kind of drag him along.
Damn.
Alrighty. Alright, yeah, you guys can get back to the ship with Dale in tow. And you feel like time has passed significantly since you've been here. Like, you feel like now that you're outside, a lot more time has passed than it felt like on the inside.
Can I tell how much time?
You're feeling tired. I mean, everyone's feeling tired. You're already feeling tired from the cold, but everyone's feeling tired at this point.
Can I light a torch for the cold? That actually help me.
Yes, it does help you a little bit.
Alright, I'll light a torch for the cold.
Now, it is not the extreme cold that you're feeling in the courthouse now. It is just cold.
So I can actually deal with this.
Yeah, you can
this
actually
cold.
deal with this.
Okay, never mind then. I won't waste a torch.
Alright.
Wanted to be sure.
Alright, yeah, you guys can make it to the boat with nearly comatose Dale in tow. And the captain greets you. Are you done? Can we return to our task?
Yeah, looks like we did everything we needed to do here.
Very well. And then they, get undocked and they start going back whence you've came. I recommend you all get a rest. This next bit of the journey can be nauseating.
Yep, will do. Turning in for the night. Day, dusk, whatever time it is here.
Sounds like a good idea. Possibly.
Alright. Trying to decide if I want to run the Sebrex for you guys or hold off until Matt comes back. Alright, everyone can take a long rest except for Dale.
Checks out.
Hooray!
Checks out.
Rest.
But Brandon, I am going to remove Dale. How am I gonna do this? Because you have Noir's sheet, right? Somewhere?
Yeah, I'm trying to just get him up to level 9 really quick.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna remove Dale, and then I'm gonna send you the join link for the campaign again so that you can just put Noir in.
Okay. I cry.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of
Damn.
sorry.
Would you have been happier if Dale just like actually died?
I think it would have been easier knowing that he would have just dead than him living in eternal pain. But I think that it fits Hell and his chaos.
That's fair.
Do you like the contract? I think it was very clear.
All I'm gonna say is, fuck you, Skeletor.
What did Skeletor do?
He
I
kept
just sat there
driving.
quietly. I even didn't say bad things about you. I just said that you could be a little unpredictable and eccentric, but you weren't entirely unreasonable.
No, that you kept driving.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
That
I don't like it.
that honestly, Skeletor was just doing his thing, man. He was just driving. He didn't know what was going on.
Skeletor is just humming Home on the Range in his brain. Alright, when you guys wake in the morning, you are back in Avernus. And
That was quick.
Dale is not there.
Checks out.
Mercury just kind of like looks around for him, like turning his head, like looking. Like, are they still on the boat?
You look around the boat and you do not find Dale.
Damn.
I just kind of shout, "Yo, Captain! You see what happened to that Dale fella?"
Something
He jumped off
took
into the
him.
river stick.
Something?
Yes. Something
Huh.
much stronger than I.
Whoa, that's kind of creepy.
Yes. I thought it best not to wake you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that.
Thanks.
I was having a good nap there.
You're welcome. I'm just reading my fortune from a Panda Express fortune cookie, and it says your sense of humor is a joy to all.
That's disrespectful.
I mean, low key is kind of enjoyed like, the Glacia spite parade was really funny. Not really.
I did a lot of reading before this session on the Archdevils of Archdukes and Archduchesses of the Nine Hells. There's a lot of information on them in Mordecai's Tome of Foes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like reading the monster manual, and I'm like, I feel like there's more information on these guys, and I don't know where it is. And then I googled it, and I found out, oh, it's in a different source book. If I just read this other source book, I get so much information. I got so much information on the Archdukes. It was actually it's so fascinating, guys. I can't begin to describe to you how fascinating it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Um.
Interesting.
But But yeah, you guys can feel free to read honestly that stuff at any point in time. I would avoid reading the Zariel stuff, but feel free to read the other stuff. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to get through my tabs now. I have to figure out back where I was. Dale, were you satisfied? Not Dale. Brandon, were you satisfied with the court proceedings? I know it's not the most optimal of endings.
We'll talk.
Damn.
No, it was good. Overall, the fact it was, like you said, fair and balanced. I do love and hate the fact that it was a full persuasion right at the end.
Yeah, that was really funny. Like, had I made it anywhere higher than like a 6, would my moderately impassioned speeches would have actually done something?
Yeah, if you had messed up the persuasion, you'd probably be another scream in that mountain. I just want you to know.
Oh,
that
no.
mountain is a prison.
Unfortunate. Well, cool.
If you really fucked it up, I would have allowed Dolores to kill him.
Fair.
Oh yeah, wait. Ricari was fine. He was just a witness.
Yeah. You were safe enough.
I was merely an observer.
Like I actually went out the trouble to prepare a speech and then I ended up rolling a fucking 3 on my persuasion because I have -1 charisma.
But yeah, for sure, I'll give you some insight into my plans for Dale in the future, Brandon.
Fair enough. I get information from Brandon. Yeah, that was interesting though.
Did I get you guys back on the water? I did get you back on the water. Yeah. I can't hear very well because my roommates are like blasting music. Not my roommates, the neighbors are blasting music. I can't hear shit.
Unfortunate.
Before Ricari, or before Dale is completely, Noir is gonna be like, oh, hello, Dale.
I think we lost him.
Maybe
I heard hello Dale, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, summary. I just said your money.
Oh.
God, we lost him again right as he said, I said.
Give me your money.
Oh.
Okay, we heard that.
You could easily rob Dale in the state that he was in.
Yeah.
Anything Dale had on him, you could probably take from him.
Damn.
Rip Dale.
Rip Dale.
He's taking the wine.
That's fair.
F's in the chat.
Needs the wine, mind shielding.
It's probably good that he didn't die, because he's bonded to that ring of mind shielding. That would, honestly, it probably would have been better if Dale died, because then his soul ends up in the ring, dude. That would have been interesting.
Oh wow.
You gotta be careful with that fucking ring.
That's interesting.
The ring is it's not something to play with. It's not a toy.
All I got is the ring of protection, the ring of jumping, so I think I'm good.
Alright. I'm trying to remember how this works. So you guys are brought down the river. It's a little bit of a ways before you come to a stop in a large cavern that like turns off the river. Like you turn off the river into this cavern. In this cavern, let's see what plays here when I play this. Does the cartographer speak? Cartographer does not speak. Ooh. Spiky chains lash a 15-foot diameter floating blob of quivering flesh to a 20-foot tall wrought iron scaffold.
God damn it.
2 fiends wrapped in chains stand atop the scaffold, torturing the bloated creature's flesh by tightening its chains. Demon ichor oozes from its wounds, forming a shallow pool around the scaffolding. A third jackal-headed fiend uses a bronze horn to yell loudly at the bloated prisoner in multiple languages. It sits cross-legged about halfway up the scaffolding.
Can I tell what they're shouting at it?
What languages do you know?
I know. Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal. And that's it.
Dang.
You hear... Let me see here. You actually hear him speak once in all languages, and he just appears to be... Oh, what was it? Where did my notes go? Fuck. He seems to just be like saying, "Tell me everything you know about," like just random things, like tell me everything you know about Zariel, or tell me everything you know about, you know, the demon princes, and then he gives like a really long pause, for it to answer, and then there's just no response for the being. And the
Weird.
barge is docked, and you guys are able to exit it and start going towards the scaffold if you would like.
I'm just gonna walk up towards it and just kind of observe for a little bit.
Okay. The other two? Noir and Rikiri?
Recruiter just sticks by a Skeletor because it seems like a safe thing to do, to just not be alone on the bar, on like to watching from a further distance.
Okay. Alright. Noir, just double checking before I do something here.
Nora's just smiling and looking at it right now, sort of inspecting it.
Okay. Alright, Skeletor, as you approach, I'm gonna pull you into a separate channel real quick.
Okay. Oh my.
As you approach this creature, you hear something kind of like poke at your mind, like a polite knock.
Can I tell where, like, who or what it's coming from?
You do believe it is coming from that creature.
I'll allow it.
Can you offer me freedom?
Only if you offer us the information that we require.
I can give you information if you free me.
And just to be clear, so like we need to interrogate this guy for what's his face, right?
Bell. Yeah, Bell asked you to interrogate him. You could most.
And what was the information he needed?
He needed information on where the Animantian pillars that was stolen from him were, and he was also requesting that you guys, you know, go get said pillars as well.
Okay, got it.
And if you would like, you can make me an insight check.
Give me 1 sec. Sight. 12.
He seems quite desperate in his pleas.
Alright. First, the information. Where the adamantium pillars go, and how can we obtain them?
I am no fool. I will not divulge information to you without assurance that I will be released. I've been here for a long time. You cannot expect me to trust you so easily.
And I have no assurances that I can trust you. I mean, I know that he's also being tortured. So I'll need at least something before I can release you.
You can make me either a deception or a persuasion check.
I'm trying to think. That's an 18 for the deception check?
Yeah, sorry, I was just double checking my information here. Very well. You wish to know where the 9 rods are. Is that correct?
That is correct, right?
Yes.
Yes. Then, yes.
I believe I saw them in a wreck of a crashed flying fortress.
Oh, I've been wanting to explore there.
But I will not tell you the location until you free me.
And to be clear, so, like, this guy's being tortured by, like, some devils and stuff. Do these devils work for Bell?
Very much so.
Do I think that if I were to, like, you know, deal with them, Bell would probably be mad,
Probably.
right?
I don't even need to make you do a roll for that one. You're a smart individual.
Yeah, Skeletor's like, just like, yeah, that would probably, yeah, just like to himself, like, that would probably make Bell very mad.
Mhm.
But, just trying to think of what to do here now. Because Bell also probably doesn't want him getting let go either. And was this the guy that like actually like stole the rods, or did he just see them?
He just saw them. As far as you know, from what Bell told you, a subordinate of Zariel stole the rods from him. This is a demon.
Oh, this is a demon. Oh, I see. Interesting. Now what to do here?
And can I post his image in BTT? Yeah. That's what he looks like.
It's like, hold on. Oh dear lord! Oh, that is grotesque. Oh god. Okay, huh? Slightly less convinced, or like less willing to release him now. Huh? Wow. Yeah, look at him.
All right. Would you like to cease speaking with him?
Sorry, what?
Are you done talking with him?
I will say, very well, I will see what I can do.
Okay. Alright, I'll drag you over.
Hello?
Whoa.
Skeletor, do you wish to share anything with these fellows?
Just like, alright guys, group huddle.
Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Word also joins the huddle. Alright. That demon spoke telepathically with me. He told me the location of the rods, but we don't know where it is. And he said that he'll provide the exact location of where said rods are, as in like where it is in hell, if we release him. But if he can see this thing, I kind of don't want to.
Lulu tries to speak with you, Skeletor.
I allow it.
Did he tell you anything else about where the rods were?
He said that they were at some crashed. Sorry, wait. I'm trying to remember where it was on the map. Is a crashed like demon ship place?
A crashed ship. I vaguely remember where there is a crashed ship. I might. Yes. I might be able to lead us there. And Lulu will actually telepathically speak to anyone that will accept in the group.
Yeah.
She doesn't really feel great about doing it, but she will talk to everyone here.
Alright.
Noir accepts.
Okay. But I'm also aware that imps are particularly good about getting around. They might give more reliable directions than I can. I've already gotten us lost once.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, you pretty little thing. I'm sure that you did your best job.
I guess. All right.
Noir, give me a persuasion check.
Beautiful.
Also, I guess I will.
Fuck.
Oh God! Wow.
Lulu kind of blushes as much as a yellow elephant can blush.
31? Are you fucking serious?
Bard energy!
Holy
Big hard
shit!
energy.
Alright.
Anyways, all right. Well, I did tell this thing I would try to help it, I guess, even though I really don't want to. I'm just gonna maybe talk to that devil up there that's yelling at him and see what I could do for that. But otherwise, we could probably just find an imp, and then they could just take us where we need to go.
You do have an imp on the ship that is employed.
Oh, great.
Bell,
Yeah, that's
by
awesome.
the way.
Mm-hmm. And the devils that are or the devil that's shouting at him, the ones that are torturing it, they're just looking for the same information, correct?
The one that's shouting at him is just essentially asking him for random information about everything in hell, just random stuff, not something that you would just expect a demon specifically to know.
Interesting. They're just. I kind of yell up at him. It's like, hey, what you interrogating him for?
Okay. A little bit closer inspection of what they look like. The two devils that are kind of torturing him more exclusively are wrapped in various chains, and some of those chains are attached to these very sharp hooks. And the other creature... Let me see if I can get the handouts for both of these guys, and I can show you guys. Now I'm just feeling uber guilty about what happened to Dale.
The chain devils. 8.
So that's the two creatures that are above, and then the one that's sitting cross-legged, I'm trying to get its sting right now. That's the jackal-faced fiend.
Oh wow. Does he also have glasses like that?
Yes.
Oh, it's a named character, never mind. Yeah. Chain Devil. Wow, the Chain Devil looks really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kind of shout up the scaffolding at the what's the
The one with the horn.
Yeah, just kind of like, hey, what you interrogating him for? Or it, rather.
What are you doing here?
Oh, Bell asked us to come by. We need to get some information from this guy.
Well, good luck with that. We've been torturing him for what? 6 months, I believe. 6 months, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Not a word out of him. Well, there were several words, not quite what you would share with others at first, but now nothing much.
Ah, I see. I kind of heard some of the questions you were asking. Would he even really know any of that?
Are you aware what this being is?
No, not at all.
This is a Seabrex. You see, they have a tendency of wandering Avernus, and they just collect little pieces of information here and there wherever they visit, and they tend to gather information that one would never expect to find.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
we are under Bell's direction to get all the information it holds from it.
Gotcha. Any particular reason why it doesn't want to share that information?
Well, it's a demon, and we work for Bell. That's probably the main reason. Of course, it's possible that all this torturing has been counterproductive in the end, and that it's just simply doing it to spite us.
Interesting. Alright, well, good luck with that. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know where a crashed ship would be, around, this level of Avernus, would you?
Why are you looking for a crashed ship?
Running some errands for Bell. I just need to know where it is, if you have any ideas.
I want to say roll me a deception check.
I mean, well, we are
Well,
doing
it's
this for
more
Bell,
so
right?
because you're hiding how you got the information.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, he didn't ask me, like, how I got the information. He was just asking me, like, why do I need to go there?
That's fair. Alright, yeah, so, a crashed ship. I'm not particularly good at getting around down here. I usually have an imp direct me to places. Do you not have an imp?
Oh, actually, we got one on our ship. That's actually a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Sorry about that. Good luck with the interrogation and stuff.
Well, thank you, I guess. If you would like to take a crack at it, if you think that you can get something out of him, you're more than welcome to. I might even offer you 3 soul coins if you can get any piece of information out of him.
3 soul coins, you say?
Yes, if you can get him to talk, I will...
You just need him to say anything, right?
If you can get him to talk, I will give you the soul coins.
Interesting. We could maybe take a crack at it, right, guys? Right?
Oh, that is quite easy, yes. I see that.
Seems like Noir's on top of it.
Alright, yeah, give it a shot, man.
Is this the one that I wanted to use? Hello, my little friend. I can speak any language, so I'm speaking any language that is...
You just speak any language.
Yeah.
Are you using universal
Doesn't-
speech?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the next hour, I believe
This is
he
my
can
favorite.
understand what you're saying, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can understand what he's saying, though.
What is it? I'm supposed to be able to make anyone understand me and me them.
Yeah, that's universal speech. The way it works, from what I remember, is that you can select a creature, and for the next hour, they can understand everything that you say, but you don't necessarily, understand everything they say, depending on.
Right. What
Would
language
the spell
are they?
tongues be useful here?
I don't remember what tongues does actually. I'm sorry, but Brandon, really quick, what were you asking?
No, I said what language are they most likely then?
Gotta ask him.
You've heard, at the very least, that the dude that was interrogating him has cycled through every language that you know, and several that you don't.
Alright.
If you're trying to understand what you know about Seabrexes, I will say that I don't think I can have you do a check at this point in time. Unless you can give me a reason why you might know a little bit more.
No, that's... I'm gonna try to just speak in Infernal then without using the universal language yet.
Okay. Alright.
Hello. Hello, my friend. You do realize that it'll be easier to just say something than perpetual pain.
You feel a knock of telepathy.
I permit.
Alright. I'll pull you over. I have spoken many times to these.
Oh, and what was said?
I've given them information, and all they do is reward me with more torture. I will offer you the same deal I offered them. If you free me, I will provide you with more information.
So we're done with being tortured, is it?
I long to be free again.
And once free, would you like to take revenge on your captures?
I am sure when you attempt to free me, they will attempt to fight you. But in the meantime, I am bound and incapable of much.
I see. Just that little assurance. I'm a bit of a stickler for contract. Would you like to kill them with us if we free you? Or will you scurry off and just make me find you?
Do you need persuasion?
Bless.
Although I get the feeling you can't fail this persuasion check. Yeah. If you manage to free me before they kill you, I will provide assistance to the best of my abilities.
Noir's grin gets even larger than it already was. Marvelous! The deal is struck and the contract made. I shall bid you farewell for the time, and we will speak and see each other shortly.
Very well. Alright, I'll move you back.
I have all of the character images up instead. Close all these guys. Oh.
Huh. Why are we on a new map, and why am I the only one here?
I'm just populating it just in case.
I am afraid. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was about to be very afraid, like, oh no, did I make it mad? Are we gonna be in some, like, weird mind battle? I don't know, man.
a literal battle of the minds.
Alright. I think that right here is not a terrible stopping point.
Alright.
And this way you guys can discuss amongst yourselves what your plans are next week, and you guys can share as much information between each other as you like. We can assume that all the information that you guys share together is in character and away and out of earshot of these guys.
Cool.
Very fair. Before everyone leaves, Can we get some quick bard energy going?
Are you playing music? Okay.
Yes.
Is he about to bust out his piano, his baby grand?
Yes.
Oh, he did. He did it earlier. Y'all missed it when Skeletor was talking to the Seabrex. Noir first was asking Rikiri when he expected to die, and then literally sang him a song about signing contracts with demons and devils. So that's that was fun.
That is that what we call an oof moment?
Yes.
I don't
It's a
know.
little
I
bit
don't know
too
what
soon after Dale is, in his condition, but
Yeah. Rikiri has lost literally everything that was around him, and he has no idea what to do anymore.
it's also quite fair.
he's just trying. He's just existing now,
He's just trying his best to vibe.
trying his best to vibe.
We're trying to see, based off of this song, how many of you either watch TikTok or like a certain comedian. It's a variation on theirs. So, bardic energy.
Bardic energy.
Welcome to the underworld. What would you prefer? Would you like to sign some contracts or make a demon? We've got mountains of demons. No, we've got mountains of demons. Some better, some worse. If none of them are interest of you, you'd be the. So welcome to the underworld. And then it doesn't have anything else. I have more lyrics. to
Isn't
work
that
on,
the?
but
Doesn't Marco play that shit a lot?
no?
He,
Oh,
like the Dark Carnival or whatever shit.
Yeah, Devil's
No,
Carnival.
that's in. You're in the devil's carnival.
Yeah,
Come on, it's the devil's carnival.
he did play that a lot. I haven't heard it in a while actually. I don't think he plays it anymore.
He only really played it for me like once because we had a really long drive we were going on.
Oh, gotcha. I went on a number of long drives with Marco, so I've heard it a bunch of times.
Because it's just like a story, a long ass story.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No, this is based off of Bo Burnham's Inside
Wonderful.
Netflix special.
It sounds like I neither watch this comedian nor watch TikTok. Although you could probably assume the TikTok thing. My only delving into the TikTok world is what Brandon sends me.
Oh my god,
And
same.
that's great.
I also literally get all of my TikToks from just random.
I'll send you what the actual song proper is, but it's good.
Alright.
I'm trying to find Noir's picture based off of actually this song.
I'm waiting for him to send me something from Vivzy Pop from the fucking Has-Been Hotel or some shit.
This is a very, very interesting session. Also a session with no combat. Wow, look at us.
Oh, you're right. I should have had the Kraken come back for vengeance. Whoops. I should have done that while Amdos isn't here and you can't just banish it.
Oh, is that how that worked out
Yeah,
last time?
that's how it worked
When I was
out.
in
He
here?
just cast banish on it and the boat just sped its ass away. I guess I could have put it on the
love it.
ethereal plane and it could have, swam with you guys, but that would be rude.
Thank you for not.
I feel like the cosmic retribution for that was making Dale a husk of a turtle.
He literally is inside of a shell.
Just waiting to die.
Yeah.
We'll see what the future holds for Dale.
That's so sad.
I mean, he was going into a lot of corruption just very, very quickly, spiraling.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, he was also like on his way to going insane.
Uh-huh. A new journey
Wow.
for self-discovery for Dale if he ever comes out of his situation.
Wonderful. We love it.
There isn't very many therapists down here though, so it'll be self-evaluation.
I would have loved Dale just existing in the ring. That would have been an interesting development.
Oh, I think it's food time. My dog won't stop bothering me.
Oh, it's also time to feed my
Yeah,
dog.
he's just
so.
sitting here, like, in my lap, like, pawing at me, like, yo. Yo,
Yo, I'm hungry.
Be like, where's the
yo,
food?
you should have fed me an hour ago. What the fuck's going on, man?
Yeah,
Oh, but
if I
man,
didn't
he
eat
did
this
send me
morning, I
something
would
straight
have.
from Dibsy Pop.
No, I'm using that for the
Oh,
time
okay.
being. I'm trying to find the one that I want.
Oh,
But that's to give John a moderate look of what he looks like.
Oh wait, no, I was
it,
like,
minus the
Yeah.
jagged pointed teeth.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
is
they're
this?
not like straight teeth, but
Mhm.
yeah.
What is this from exactly?
That's from that one specifically. I believe is from Hasbin Hotel. That is
Gotcha.
the radio demon.
Wonderful.
And actually, I do recommend watching Hasbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss on YouTube. I'll send you a link after I stop my stream or recording.